Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom or Gummy, and today we are back once again for another Five Nights at Freddy's statue tutorial, continuing again with the Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted series. Today we are doing Glitchtrap. So a bunch of you have been requesting this in the previous videos, alongside the Grim Foxy statue and a few of the other kind of Five Nights at Freddy's AR videos. So again, please stay tuned. Those videos will be out in the near future, especially Grim Foxy. We have the design ready to go, video just needs to be recorded. So again, stick around for that. But as said, today we're going to be doing Glitchtrap. So without further ado, I'm going to list off the blocks you need to build this statue. You'll need yellow terracotta, yellow wool, black concrete, purple concrete, magenta concrete, purple wool, white concrete, blue terracotta, quartz slabs, and also 2 wither skeleton skulls. Of course, if you're building this in survival, then you won't need the wither skeleton skulls. It's just a small little detail that makes things look slightly nicer. But again, I appreciate in survival that might be a bit of a handful to get a hold of. So I'm going to give you guys a second to pause here, grab them blocks into your inventory, and then get straight into building. Once again, before we do, I want to give a huge shout out to the designer and original builder of this lovely design, and that is of course RedXPhones once again. So I'm going to leave a link in the description to his YouTube page and various other social medias. He of course just hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you want to continue contributing to that amazing growth, again, links in the description. Definitely go check out the videos, whole bunch of other content as well, and again, drop a subscription if you haven't already. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into building. Just before the video starts, I want to do a quick little plug. If you do enjoy my content and want to support the channel, please consider using my support a creator code in the Fortnite item store. That is GUMMMYYY, so Gummy with 3 M's and 3 Y's. This applies to all purchases on the item store. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps me create more regular content for you guys to hopefully enjoy. So the primary colour we're going to be using for the statue throughout the build is our yellow terracotta. This is kind of the main skin tone colour we're going to be using. Feel free to adjust it if you want to go for a more kind of woodish effect. You're more than welcome to do that, to go for the kind of greeny yellow effect. But of course, we're going to be going for a slightly darker yellow approach. So we're going to start off with the front side of the legs. The front side of the legs is a 12x8 rectangle. So once again, that is 12 tall and 8 blocks wide. We're going to find a nice empty space, and let's begin. So layer number 1 is going to be 1 black concrete, 1 yellow terracotta, 1 black concrete, 2 yellow terracotta, black concrete, yellow terracotta, and black concrete. Very easy. Again, kind of follows the same format as usual. Once again, the second layer is going to be the exact same. So that's the first and second layer complete. Each layer is 8 blocks wide. And again, that is the first and second layer. Nice and easy. The third and fourth layer is going to be 8 yellow terracotta. And we're going to cap this off with our fifth layer, which is going to consist of 8 black concrete. Once again, that is the first 5 layers. After every single layer, I'm going to back up, give you guys an opportunity to pause if you haven't already. Please do take the opportunity. What I will do at the end of every section is do a little spin around, just to make sure everyone's up to the correct point. But as I said, take these opportunities as they come. The next 3 layers, that's going to be layer 6, 7, and 8, is going to be 8 yellow terracotta. So once again, layers 6, 7, and 8 is going to be 8 yellow terracotta. Followed by this, on layer number 9, we're going to do 3 yellow terracotta, 2 black concrete, 3 yellow terracotta. Layer number 10, 2 yellow terracotta, 1 black concrete, 2 yellow terracotta, 1 black concrete, and 2 yellow terracotta. Second to last layer already, 2 black concrete, 4 yellow terracotta, 2 black concrete, and then followed by the 12th and final layer, which is 1 black concrete, 6 yellow terracotta, and 1 black concrete. And that ends up looking like this. That is a 12x8 rectangle. Again, follows the exact same kind of design structure as we do with all the Five Nights at Freddy statues. So you've got the feet, you've got the knees, and then of course you've got the upper legs and kind of hips region, which is where this kind of V shape forms, which splits up the legs pretty nicely. So, once again, that is a 12x8 rectangle. That is the front side of the legs. Apologies if the voice sounds a little croaky. Once again, it's kind of fluctuating, but hopefully it's not too bad. So, continuing now with the front side of the body, keeping a nice pace on the video, what we're going to start off by doing is we're going to build up one on the left and one on the right using yellow terracotta. What we're then going to do is expand one to the left using yellow, one black concrete, and two yellow terracotta. And we do the exact same on the right side, so one to the right using yellow terracotta, one black concrete, and two yellow terracotta. And essentially what we've done is we've expanded 4 to the left and 4 to the right, and what this is doing is marking out where the hands are going to go, the start of the arms. We'll worry about that slightly later on, but it's just to mark out so when we come back to it, that's already out the way and done. Once again, that's the 13th layer of the build. Referring back to the actual body itself, once again 12 by 8. Next to this yellow terracotta here, we're going to start off by placing 1 yellow terracotta, 4 yellow wool, and 1 terracotta. What we're then going to do is on the left side, we're going to build up 3 using the terracotta, so 1, 2, and 3, and on the right side, exact same 1, 2, and 3. From here, what we're going to do is mark out the waistcoat. So of course, Glitchtrap has the kind of little purple and pinkish waistcoat on the upper body. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves our purple concrete and we're going to go up 1, 2. We're then going to go to the right and go up 1, 2. To the left and up once again 1, 2. And it ends up looking something like this. So 2 tool, 3 tool, 3 tool. On top of this section here, we're going to go up 1 using magenta, and then 1 purple concrete. And what that's going to do is take us to the top of the build, the 12th layer. So if you want to count it again, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. What we're going to do is we're going to fill in a few gaps. So this one gap here is going to be magenta, and on top of the purple concrete here, we're going to once again place 1 block of magenta. Now that is the left side of the waistcoat. The right side is indeed the exact same, but mirrored. So heading over to the yellow terracotta here, we're going to go up 1, 2 using purple, to left, 1, 2 up, to the right, 1, 2 up, magenta, and then 1 purple. And again, comes up to the exact same point, fill in the gap with magenta, up 1 with magenta on this left side, and you can see it is an exact mirrored copy. And once you've done that, it will look something like this. What we're going to do now is at the very top, we're going to link the left side to the right side. So build across by placing 6 yellow terracotta in the middle. That's going to give us our 12 by 8 rectangle. From here, we can simply go about devising where everything else fits in. An easy kind of tip is we're going to go ahead and fill it all in with yellow wool, and then we'll punch out the details afterwards. So once again, all the remaining area, go ahead and fill in with yellow wool. And then once we get up to the top, we're going to punch out 4 blocks in total and add some 3D effects in the terms of a little bow tie. So again, nice and easy all the way to the top. And once you've done that, it will look slightly odd, but if I back up, it should look something like this. For the next step, as I mentioned before, is we're going to add a bow tie. Once again, this is a 3D effect, so it's going to be built on top of, not replacing, not into, not breaking anything. We're placing it on top of. So we're going to come to the top left corner using our magenta concrete. We come to the second block and we're going to place 2 concrete, leave a 2 block gap and 2 concrete. On the left side, we're going to go down 1, 2 and to the right, go up diagonal to the right, down diagonal to the right and up. And it's going to give you this 8 kind of sideways shape. In the blocks in the middle on either side, place 1 black concrete. Simple enough, that's your bow tie. Now in terms of this detail that I was discussing before, we're going to come to the 2 middle blocks of the yellow wool just directly below the bow tie. Go down 1, punch out these 2 blocks. Down 1, leave a row, down 1 again, punch out the 2 blocks. So I'll back up just so you can kind of see the positioning of where these blocks need to be removed. Then we're going to go ahead and replace the 4 blocks with our black concrete. And once we've done that, it looks something like this. That is the front side of the body complete. So once again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. That is a 12 by 8. And as you can see, you've got the waistcoat and then the kind of central chest area made out of the yellow wool. Cool, so on the basis you have something that looks like this. We're now ready to move on to the arms. Arms are very, very simple. Each arm is 12 by 4, 12 tall, 4 wide. However, we've already got the first row complete. If you don't, once again, come to the 13th layer of the build. You go 4 to the left, that consisting of 1 yellow terracotta, 1 black concrete, and 2 yellow terracotta. Exact same applies on the right side. However, we're going to start off on the left side. So what we're going to do, we'll grab the yellow and black next to each other. This is the 2 materials you're going to need for the arm, yellow terracotta, black concrete. Second layer from left to right is going to be 1 yellow, 2 black, 1 yellow, followed by the third layer, which is going to be 4 yellow. To cap this off, we're going to place a layer of 4 black, 3 layers of 4 yellow, a layer of 4 black, and then 4 layers of yellow to bring us all the way up to the top on our 12th layer. Ends up looking something like this. Again, if I back up, very, very simple. What we're going to do now is replicate this on the right side, but in the meantime, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. Heading over to the right side, again, as I said before, 1 yellow terracotta, 2 black concrete, 1 yellow, followed by a layer of 4 yellow, capped off with a layer of 4 black, 3 layers of yellow, a layer of 4 black, and then 4 layers of yellow terracotta, bringing you all the way to the top, and it ends up giving you, as I said, something that looks like this. So if I back up now, this is what the front side of the statue should look like in its complete state. Once again, that's 12 by 8 for the legs, 12 by 8 for each arm, and 12 by 4 for each arm, and 12 by 8 for the central chest and body. So what we have here is a lovely pixel art. What we're going to do now is take that pixel art and start making it 3D, start turning it into a statue. So we're going to grab ourselves our yellow terracotta, we're going to come to the left side of the leg, and we're going to start expanding outwards, making it 3D. Starting off from this black concrete here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the left. Essentially, the left side of the leg is going to be a 12 by 4 rectangle. The 4th block is already done and out the way, so we're not going to worry about that. So we're placing 1, 2, and 3, and that's adding on to the original block to give us our 12 by 4. Hopefully that makes sense. So the first 4 layers is going to be simply enough yellow terracotta, followed by a layer of 3 black concrete. On top of this, we're going to do 5 layers of yellow, again yellow terracotta to be more specific, a layer of black concrete, and then for the final layer, and arguably the most tricky layer, we're going to do 1 black concrete and 2 yellow terracotta. So that is your 12 by 4, very, very simple. From a corner angle, looks something like this. We're going to go ahead and repeat this on the right side. So once again, we go 1, 2, and 3 to the right, expand up 3 more layers, so it's a 4 tall area, and cap off for the 5th layer with black concrete. We're then going to do 5 layers of yellow terracotta, followed by a layer of black concrete, and then for the final layer, it's going to be 2 yellow and 1 black. Once again, exact same as the left side, and from a corner angle, looks like this. So, if you thought that was easy, we're going to continue with that trend. We're going to start working on the rear side, the sides of the hands and the sides of the arms. So we're going to come around to the rear side, and we're going to come to the bottom layer. This layer here, we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 backwards using yellow terracotta. And we're going to do this all the way across, and what this will give us is a 4x4 platform underneath the hands. And what this means is that once we start building up the sides and the rear side, we're not going to have gaps in the bottom. If we come around to the left side, what this should present you with is a 12 by 8 rectangle, or in this case, kind of like a backwards L shape. So once again, as we did with the legs, we're not going to be placing 4 blocks per layer. We're going to be placing 3, and then the existing block that's already there is going to count as our 4th block. So once again, it's going to be a case of kind of matching up to the sides. The first 3 layers, nice and easy, is going to be yellow terracotta, followed by a layer of black concrete, 3 layers of yellow terracotta, layer of black concrete, and then 4 layers of yellow terracotta. So just to recap that once again, that's 3 layers of yellow, 1 layer of black, 3 layers of yellow, 1 layer of black, and 4 layers of yellow. Exact same for the right side. So again, 3 layers of yellow terracotta. Whoops, my placement is dreadful. 1 layer of black concrete, 3 layers of yellow, 1 layer of black concrete, and 4 layers of yellow terracotta. So if I back up, you can see now from a corner angle, statue's starting to come together quite nicely. What we're going to do now is, on the basis you've got something that looks like this, we are going to head around to the rear side and start wrapping everything up and finishing up that side of the statue. So if we head round, you can see it's not looking so great from here at this current point in time, looking a little empty, a little incomplete. So that's what we're going to work on now, is kind of wrapping it all up and finishing it. We're going to start off with the rear side of the legs, start from the bottom, work our way up. Now, the thing you may notice about the rear side of the legs is there is a block on the left side and a block on the right side, or should I say rows, columns, whatever you want to call it, on the left and right side. So what this means is, of course, we're sticking to the 12x8 formula. However, one on the left, one on the right means 2 already done, so we remove that, and that means we're only placing 6 blocks per layer. Essentially, linking left side to right side, the first 4 layers is going to be 6 yellow terracotta, and we're going to cap that off, as you probably guessed, with our 5th layer, which is going to be black concrete. On top of this, we're going to do, for our 6th, 7th and 8th layer, the exact same as the front side, so 3 layers of yellow. Following that, we're going to do 2 blocks of yellow, 2 black concrete, 2 blocks of yellow, and that's going to be our 9th layer. For the 10th layer, we're going to do 1 yellow, 1 black, 2 yellow, black, yellow. Followed by 11th layer, second to last, 1 black, 4 yellow, 1 black, and then our final layer, the 12th layer, which is going to be 6 yellow terracotta. So that is what the rear side of the statue looks like. Once again, that is a 12x8. Sorry, rear side of the legs, not rear side of the statue, rear side of the legs. So 12x8, and again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. One thing we are going to do whilst we're here is we're going to grab ourselves our yellow wool, and on the 12th layer, on the 4th and 5th block in the middle, we're going to place 2 yellow wool as a 3D effect. We'll come back to that later on, and I'll kind of explain a little more as to what that is, but for now, we do not need to worry about it. So, moving on to the rear side of the body. Once again, we're continuing with the theme of the purple waistcoat. This is going to be a 12x8, and nice and simple, the first 2 layers is going to be 8 of our lovely yellow terracotta. On top of this, we are going to build up with our purple concrete, 10 blocks, and we're going to do this all the way across, and this is going to give us a canvas. We're going to be punching out a few blocks and replacing them, but for the first, as I said, 10 layers, or should I say final 10 layers, we're currently going to keep it all purple concrete and just replace a few blocks on the way, rather than going layer by layer, because it's much easier to kind of follow. So you can see here, 2 layers of yellow terracotta, 10 layers of purple concrete. We're going to start off with the first layer, and when I say first layer, I refer to the first layer of the purple. And we're going to punch out from left the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th block, and on the layer on top of this we're going to punch out the 4th and 5th block, so you get this kind of gradient that looks like this. Now what we're going to do is we are going to punch out and replace with magenta concrete the pattern similar to what we had on the front side, which makes it look a little more interesting. So starting on the left side, and again when I refer to layers I'm referring to the purple, we're going to come to the 3rd layer. And on the 3rd layer, we're going to come to the 2nd block and the 7th block and replace both with magenta concrete. We're going to leave the 4th layer, come up to the 5th layer and punch out the 1st, 3rd, 6th and 8th block and replace all 4 with magenta concrete. We're going to leave the next layer. On the layer after, we're going to go 2nd block, 4th, 5th and 7th. And once again, replace all 4 with magenta concrete. I keep on backing up just so you can pause if you need to do so. The final layer we're going to do, the 11th layer, so second to last layer, we're going to punch out 1st, 3rd, 6th and 8th. And again, ends up looking something like this. So on the basis you have something like that, that is the rear side of the body. What we're going to do now, and this is again just a kind of small little touch, is we're going to add the little 3D tail, the little almost bunny tail. So coming back to this little 3D effect we did previously, what we're going to do is above this, we're going to place 2 layers of 4 yellow wool. And then on top of this, we're going to place a 3x2. So we come to the 2nd layer, 2nd block, and we're going to place 2 yellow wool. We're then going to build a 2x2 square on top of it, and it gives you something that looks like this. So again, it comprises of 2 layers, and as you can see, it gives you a small kind of little bunny tail effect. Nice little kind of variation from the majority of the yellow terracotta, splits up the rear of the legs to the rear of the body nicely, and overall has a pretty cool effect. With regards to the rear side of the arms, again, it's a case of just matching everything up. So every block that's at the side you're filling in. Once again, it is a 12 by 4 on each arm. However, the first block already done. First 3 layers is going to be yellow terracotta, followed by a layer of black concrete, followed by 3 layers of yellow terracotta, black concrete, and 4 layers of yellow terracotta all the way until the top, in which we're then going to fill in the shoulders using yellow terracotta. Going back to the right side, exact same applies. First 3 layers yellow, 4th layer black, 5th, 6th, and 7th layer yellow, 8th layer black, and then 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th layers all out of our yellow terracotta, with the shoulders once again being a 4 by 4 of yellow terracotta. You can fill in the middle part, you don't need to, I'll fill it in anyways, just so we have this kind of finished effect. So I can do a little spin around of the statue so far as my controller disconnects and considers whether it wants to reconnect. There we go. So if I come back around to the rear side, you'll see it currently looks something like this. Now this is optional, and I will mention it just before we move on to the rest of the statue. So something the RedXPhones and a few of the other awesome statue designers have been doing is punching out in the corners of the shoulder just to make it a little more rounded. So that being the front left and front right and rear right. And as you can see, it kind of rounds out the shoulders a little bit, gives you a little cool effect, makes them look a little more realistic, a little more natural, but it's up to you. So I'm going to leave it like that. If you want to keep them as the traditional kind of square statues, then you are more than welcome to do so. Work as you feel is best. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get rid of my arm, and we're going to have a little spin around. Final opportunity, I guess you could say, for catching up if you need to do so. So, as I said, we're going to go piece to piece to piece. I'm going to give you the dimensions, give you guys an opportunity to pause. Please feel free to follow. If you don't need this and you're good to go, just skip forwards about a minute in the video. So starting off with the front side of the legs, that is a 12 by 8. Moving up, we have the front side of the body, 12 by 8, and then the front side of each arm, 12 by 4, with the top left and top right corner missing if you've punched them out of choice. Go around to the left side, with the left side of the leg, 12 by 4. Left side of the arm, 12 by 4. Right side, exact same, right side of the leg, and right side of the arm. Come around to the rear side with the rear side of the legs, 12 by 8. Rear side of the body, 12 by 8. And the rear side of each arm, 12 by 4. And then that brings us to the final side, which is of course the top, the shoulders, and that is going to be 16 wide and 4 blocks thick. So again, I'm going to back up, grab my arm back, stitch it back on, and oops, not reset my settings, and then we will continue as normal. So hopefully that hasn't just given me all like the hints and stuff like that. It hasn't. Good. We're going to start working on the head. So the head follows a very similar structure to most of the other original statue kind of head designs we did. So it follows the 8 by 8 by 8 cube method, which is very, very nice, makes it slightly more easy to explain. We're going to start off on the front side, coming to the front left corner. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, to the right, we're going to place a yellow wall and bring it 1 forwards. On the right side, exact same, easy way to tell, it should be on top of the purple concrete, like so. If you've done it correctly, there should be a 6 block gap in between, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what we're going to do is expand that forwards 1. So essentially it's the traditional 8 by 2 overhang we have, just with 1 block missing from the front left and 1 block missing from the front right corner. What we're going to do is we're then going to come around to the sides, and we're going to replace the original yellow wall with a yellow terracotta, expand 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, exact same on this side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we're going to link at the rear side by placing 6 in the middle, and then we're going to expand this backwards 1 by once again placing 6, leaving a back left and back right gap, and what this gives you is an 8 by 8 square with 2 block overhang on the front and rear side, minus the block in each corner. So hopefully that's pretty self-explanatory, and again, as you can see, should look something like this. Okie dokie, so the next step we're going to do is build up the front side of the face. Once again, the front side of the face is an 8 by 8 square, just with a block missing in each corner. We're going to start off with the front left corner by going up diagonal to the left with yellow wool, and we do the exact same on the right side. What we're going to do is we're going to leave a 1 block gap on the left side, and we're going to place 4 quartz slabs and leave a 1 block gap. On top of the quartz slabs, we're going to place a row of 4 yellow wool, like so. What we're then going to do is expand one to the left and one to the right. So it ends up looking something like this. On top of this, what we're going to do is we're going to build up and to the left, and also up and to the right for the 4th layer. And in the middle, we're going to fill it in with 1, 2, 3, and 4 yellow wool. So currently, ends up looking like this, and that's the first 4 layers complete. And we're of course going to fill in the mouth, but we'll do this in a second. For the next layer, the 5th layer, we're going to start off with a yellow terracotta. We're going to place 1 white concrete, 1 blue terracotta, 2 yellow wool, 1 blue, 1 white concrete, and 1 yellow terracotta. On top of this, we're going to place, from left to right, 1 yellow terracotta, 2 white concrete, 2 yellow terracotta, 2 white concrete, and 1 yellow terracotta. Second to last layer now, the 7th layer is going to be 1 yellow, 2 black, 2 yellow, 2 black, and 1 yellow. And then for the final layer, we're going to leave 1. We're going to place 6 yellow terracotta and leave 1 block for the top right corner. As you can see, ends up looking something like this. Looks a little odd now. First step we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves the wither skulls. If you're on PC, feel free to spawn in a black skull, and we're going to place 1 on each of the blue terracottas just to give the kind of creepy eyes. And then what we're also going to do is make some progress on the mouth. The way we're going to do this is we're going to come around to the rear side of the mouth, and in the gaps where we haven't placed a slab, we're going to go backwards diagonal. So if we come back around to the front side, you'll see they should be set 1 block back into the mouth using our quartz slabs. What we're then going to do is above the quartz slabs, we're going to place a yellow wool, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle. So if you come back around to the front side, you should now see there should be a shadow above those quartz slabs there. And what we're then going to do is behind the quartz slabs, we're going to place a row of black concrete. So it ends up looking something like this. Now in the corners behind the slabs, we're going to place a black concrete to fill it in, and then we're going to go up 1. So to fill in the gap in both the front left and front right corners, we're going to place black concrete. So it ends up looking something like this. Again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. Heading around to the front side again, continuing, we're going to add some 3D effects. So we're going to start off on the front left corner underneath the eyes by placing 2 yellow wool, 2 black concrete, and 2 yellow wool. And then underneath this, we're going to place a row of 6 yellow wool, and then we're going to grab ourselves our quartz slabs, and in front of the, from the left side, the 3rd and 4th block, we're going to place 2 quartz slabs to kind of give us those little bunny teeth. And you can see we've really now got this in-depth mouth, which makes it look like it goes deep back into the head, and we've got the front teeth standing out at the front, and then, as I said, the lower jaw more further back into the head. I'm losing the words from my mouth, but you get what I mean. That is what it currently looks like, and again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. Now what we're going to do, that is the front side complete for now. We're going to work on these sides, starting off with the left side. We're going to start off by filling in the whole head with the yellow terracotta. So what I mean by this is essentially from this block here, we're going to build up 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to do this all the way across until we hit the end. And you can see I've kind of on purpose left that first row. Now on the final row, we're going to leave the 1 block gap at the bottom. We're also going to leave a 1 block gap at the top left. Now on this row, we're going to start off, so we have 1 yellow wool. Above this, we're going to replace this block with a yellow wool. We then have 1 black concrete, and then we have 1 yellow wool. On top of this, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4 yellow terracotta, and it ends up looking like this. So that is an 8x8 square, just with a block missing top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And then the final thing we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves our yellow wool. Now, in front of this black concrete here, we're going to place 1 yellow wool. We're going to go to the right, up, to the left, and then down 1. So it gives us this 2x2 square with one block hanging off the bottom corner. What this does is covers up the black concrete, but of course it's still at the front side. If you come back around to the front side, you can see it kind of puffs out the side of the face a little more, gives it a little more shape. And once we add the ears and the side on the right, it's going to look really, really cool. But once again, from the left side, it looks like this. If you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And from a corner angle, again, looks like this. So, awesome. Hopefully everyone, as I said, is up to this point. What we're going to do now is head round to the right side, do the exact same. So again, we're building up 7, and we do this all the way across. And once again, for the right side, we're going to leave one block gap at the bottom corners and the top corner. And then for this first row on the left, we've got the yellow wall here. We're going to replace the second block with yellow wall, 1 black concrete, 1 yellow wall, and 4 yellow terracotta. Again, as I said, in front of the black concrete, we're going to place the yellow wall, up, left, down, and then on the original block, we're going to place 1 down like so. Links into the front side, as you can see here. If we go back around to the front side, ends up looking something like this. So again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And now what we're going to do is head around to the rear side and fill this in. So heading around to the rear side, very, very simple case. We're just going to build up 7 all the way across. That's going to give us our 8x8 square with the blocks missing in each corner to give it a little bit more of a circular look. And then the top side, very, very simple. Again, just fill in solid using yellow terracotta. Once we've done this, that leaves us with one final thing to do, and that is, of course, add the ears. And then that pretty much wraps up the video. So, as I said, front side, we've got the left side, we have the rear side, and the right side. Okie dokie, so for the ears, we are going to come to the front side at the top, we're going to come to the front left corner, and we're going to count in 1, 2, and on the third block, we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, using yellow terracotta. To the right of this, 3 yellow wall, and to the right of that, 3 yellow terracotta. We're then going to leave a 2 block gap, 3 yellow terracotta, 3 yellow wall, and 3 yellow terracotta. Now, what we're then going to do is build up again 3 yellow terracotta on each ear, so on left and right. However, in front of said 3 yellow terracotta, we're going to build an N shape forwards. So we're going to go from here on the first row, which is the equivalent of the 4th row, forwards 1, up, up, to right twice, down, down. Exact same on this one. So 4th row, again on the left, up, 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 to right twice, down, down. And that's again giving us 2 N shapes. And what we're going to do in the middle of each one is we're going to place 2 yellow wool, and this gives us this kind of staggered effect. As you can see here, what we're going to do is come around to the rear side, and behind the lower part, we're going to place a 3x3 square, and it's going to cover up all the yellow wool, and exact same on the other side. So if we come to the side, you can see here, it's essentially a 3x2 area, and then it kind of goes up diagonal, 1 forwards, again creating a 3x2 area. So that is the ears, and if I back up, you'll see that is the statue complete. So again, I'm going to get rid of my arm, give you guys a little view. Of course, if you've had any issues, please do, again, go back in the video to the various pausing opportunities. And if you still have any issues, please leave a comment down below and I'll try and help you as much as possible. But apart from that, I do hope you enjoyed, again, a slightly shorter video today. If you did, a like is very much appreciated. Please, again, comment down below what you want to see on the channel, whether it's FNAF or just general different items or suggestions, TV shows, movies, you name it, I'm interested. So again, leave your comments down below as to what you want to see. Subscribe if you haven't already with notifications on by hitting the bell. And if you don't trust YouTube, and frankly, I do not blame you, follow me on Twitter at GummyBearGames, where I tweet out every time I upload. Apart from that, I am back in the schedule of weekly uploads every Saturday. So if notifications don't come through, if subscriptions don't come through, check the channel every Saturday at 6 PM UK time, or the regional equivalents, and yeah, you'll hopefully find a new awesome video. But apart from that, again, huge credit to RedXPhones for the awesome design. Links in the description for all his social media. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, my name has been Tom Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far.
far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light